5 minivans that would embarrass your sports car. So imagine this, you're on the way home in your new sports car and you see a bloated minivan pull up beside you at the lights. Most people would shrug off a minivan as being deathly slow, only suitable for carrying families and their things. Here are 5 cars that might just make you think twice. Number 1. Vauxhall Zafira VXR. There's never been a car quite like the Zafira VXR on the market, and it makes you wonder why it actually exists. Having said that, Vauxhall thought that they could sell the thing and bravely built it. Throughout the past 50 years or so, high-performance vehicles and people-carrying abilities tended to have been two separate things. Vauxhall sought to change this, offering their VXR treatment on one of their most ordinary yet best-selling vehicles. The VXR packs a powerful 240 brake horsepower 4-cylinder engine, which can actually be remapped up to almost 300 brake horsepower. Unlike the few other sporty minivans on the market, the VXR actually gets the full VXR treatment, stiffer springs, a new front and rear bumper, side skirts and sports seats. As well as this, you got a set of sporty VXR wheels and a really nice bright blue paint job. Featuring the same engine as the already fast Astra VXR, the Zafira will accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds. Not bad for a car that will seat 7 people or 5 people and a lot of luggage. The stiffer springs make it handle well, although some critics complain that there's little to no steering feel on offer. Still, you can't have everything, and the Zafira VXR is a cool sleeper that ticks a lot of boxes. Chances are you will rarely, if ever, see another one on the road, so exclusivity is a factor. But drivers beware, these things are fast. Prepare to be humiliated at the lights if you're in anything short of a sports car. Number 2. Renault Espace F1. I've always liked Renault for their crazy contraptions, notably the brilliant Clio V6, but the Espace F1 takes it a step further. It takes a certain kind of madman to drop a Formula 1 engine into a minivan, but trust the guys at Renault to do it. The year was 1995 and Renault had a simple problem. They needed something to celebrate their 10 years in Formula 1, but also really wanted something to convey the decade-long success of the Espace vehicle. They hummed and hawed until one day, some bright spark must have suggested they combine the two. The result was rather astonishing, if a bit scary. What this meant was a V10-powered Espace minivan paired with a 6-speed sequential transmission. The vehicle was capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in a ballistic 2.8 seconds, topping out at a downright ridiculous 194 miles per hour. To be fair to the engineering side of it, the vehicle wasn't really an Espace, but more like an F1 space frame with an Espace body shoved on top of it. The vehicle used a lightweight carbon fiber F1 style chassis in combination with a carbon fiber reinforced Espace J63 series body. To complete the project, the 820 brake horsepower V10 was mounted in the middle for perfect weight distribution. Pretty damn cool, right? Although I can't see much room left inside for the kids in the camping gear. Number 3. Mercedes R63 AMG. Here's a factory car that will surprise most that it even exists. The R-Class isn't exactly AMG material from the factory. What the R-Class is a very comfortable Germanic tourer and people carrier. A smart but ordinary car, designed for very ordinary purposes. Ordinary, no doubt, at least until the boys at Mercedes-AMG got their hands on it, of course. You may be surprised to hear, the Mercedes R63 AMG is a full-fat factory AMG model. So unusual is the R63 AMG that in the US, Mercedes didn't even advertise the car. To get one, you had to go to the dealer and special order it in straight from Stuttgart, kind of like a secret item on the restaurant menu. The R63 AMG uses the whopping 507 horsepower 6.2-litre naturally aspirated V8 from the C63 AMG, sending power to all 4 wheels. Sure, it weighs around 5,300 pounds, but that's still quite some power for a minivan. No one knows exactly how many R63s were built in total, but that number is almost certainly under 1,000, and more likely in the low hundreds. This car is a wise investment, folks, and a truly bonkers machine, Get one whilst you still can. Number 4. Toyota Sienna. A lot of people look at the rather frumpy Toyota Sienna and dismiss it as another rather boring minivan for soccer mums or family guys. Externally, the Sienna is as dull as dishwater, yet under the hood lies a secret that may surprise people. Yes, you don't get a 507 brake horsepower V8, but what you do get is a significant 3.5 litre V6 engine with 296 bhp, more than double that of a brand new base spec Miata. Although the Sienna is a plain-looking vehicle, Toyota's choice to install the Tacoma's direct injection 3.5 litre V6 combined with the new 8-speed automatic seems like a wise one. 0 to 60 happens in 7 seconds, not bad for a bloated and lumbering barge of a vehicle. Congrats to Toyota for doing this. The Sienna has come a long way from the 187 horsepower 2.7 litre 4-cylinder that is featured in previous models, which must have felt extremely underpowered. I must say it would be nice to see a 2JZ engine in one of these, but perhaps that's asking for too much. Number 5. Ford SMax ST. Racers beware, your Honda may be in grave trouble. Packing 12 horsepower more than a brand new Civic Si, this minivan could show you its tail in a drag race. With a healthy 217 brake horsepower, sports wheels and lowered suspension, the SMax ST is Ford's answer to the question that no one is asking. Still, it's great that they have produced this subtle but rather wacky vehicle. Being a turbocharged engine, you can easily map the car to more than 260 brake horsepower, which would worry some pretty fast machinery. Although it's a 5-cylinder, so it can sound great with an exhaust, Audi Quattro style. The interior is rather more standard S-Max than sports car, although you do get a dished steering wheel and some upgraded seats. The gear stick is dashboard mounted too, just like a Civic Type R. The SMax ST is a silly vehicle, but watch out if you ever see one. It could show you up big time on a highway pull or in between that gap in traffic. So there you are folks. Which minivan did I miss? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching and feel free to like or dislike the video. Cheers!